Hey, my Liptons. So I wanted to do this is going to be very quick. It's not going to be too long. But I did wanted to give my reactions to this because it's like, this is getting messier, creepier, disgustinger than ever. Okay. So first of all, if y'all are new on my channel, if y'all been here on my channel, whatever, y'all been watching me for a little bit, y'all will know that, I've been praising X-Men 97 to the moon, like, since the beginning. I was here for it. I loved the show. And I was, and Beau de Mayo got fired, and I was like, okay, like, what happened here? We weren't really getting anything from both sides, like from Disney, from Marvel side, Marvel Studios, from Beau de Mayo's side. Beau de Mayo's just been tweeting, like, either tweeting about the show, tweeting about his Emmys, whatever. And then, Beau de Mayo came out maybe a week ago or so, saying that Marvel Studios didn't prepare, like, as far as like him giving him access to like the Emmys or something like that. Like, he didn't get any, he wasn't, like, I mean, even though he's nominated by the Emmys, he's not being invited, or like Disney's blocking him from coming, or for him getting a seat at the Emmys, whatever. And I did a video which y'all guys can go on my YouTube channel. It's the Benefit Just Needs to Call It Quits video. I talked about it briefly there. You can see Beau de Mayo's face there on the corner. On my YouTube channel, which, by the way, you guys need to subscribe. Okay, let's get up to 900 subscribers. But I did speak on it briefly in that on his segment on my video, where I was just like, you know what? Either Beau de Mayo or Disney needs to come out straight up with the facts and tell us what happened within this situation, because it's not making any sense to me, and it's also not making sense to the other X-Men 97 fans that enjoyed the show, that enjoyed Beau de Mayo's creativity, and for it to end up like this. And also for the fact that Disney, why would y'all, submit Beau de Mayo's name to the Emmys if y'all were gonna block him from going? So it didn't make any sense. So I was confused by it. I was just like, a part of me feels like, Disney's wrong for blocking him, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know what he did, and he might have done something very crazy, very disgusting, and maybe I should hold back. And then I also said in that video, which y'all guys can go back and watch it, I said, listen, if Beau de Mayo's not going to tell us the truth, or to, you know, if you ain't shitting to get off the pot, okay, no Nicki Minaj, if you're not going to come here and tell us what happened here, then you need to shut the fuck up. That's what I said in my video. You can go back and watch it on his segment that I talked about. And that's what I said, and I left it there. But the next thing you know, once I ended that video, let's go on Twitter. Marvel, and mind you, this was 4 days ago. Marvel apparently says that Beau de Mayo was fired after conducting an internal investigation and seeing the egregious nature of the findings. And I was like, ooh, and then this is what I wrote on Twitter. I said, oh, they spilling. But then I was like, okay, egregious nature. Give me more. I need more tea. I need more tea. But next thing you know, this comes out. Now, let me just say this. First of all, Insider, you got me tight. Y'all got me so upset. Y'all really thought that I was gonna pay for it. No, I'm not paying no goddamn premium to watch this thing. I'm just gonna give y'all the shout out to discussing film for giving us the main topic here. This comes out, and I actually think that Marvel Studios, Disney, leaked this to the Insider to put it out there, basically, because maybe also, I don't know if they both, on both ends, they signed the NDA, or I don't know, but it says here that allegedly, this according to the Insider, allegedly Beau de Mayo sent nude photos of himself in sexually suggestive hero poses to several young male staffers working on X-Men 97, saying they could be used as inspiration. He also allegedly groped an assistant multiple times and emotionally / physically abused two other staffers. Y'all, when I read this, I was like, oh, it's a wrap. After that, like, I was like, okay, I need to, because to me, and listen, obviously this is all alleged. It's still allegedly. We don't know. It hasn't been proven in a court of law, whatever, whatever. But to me, right? To me, the fact that Disney will go to this much, the lengths that Disney is taking not to rehire Beau de Mayo, to the way that they're distancing themselves from him. And this is why I said, and I listen, if you guys can go back to any of my videos that I did talking about this and discussing, both of mine did a really great job. Like, I don't understand why they fired him, but then again, we don't know. Like, could he be a predator? Like, I was saying all these things. In a way, I was kind of neutral on the situation. Because I was like, at the end of the day, we genuinely don't know what Beau de Mayo did. I would love to know what he did exactly. But, it could be something crazy. And the fact that now this is coming out because Beau de Mayo poked the bear. I actually think, even though I don't know why Disney was trying to keep this under wraps, if this was something about sexual misconduct, maybe they didn't want this to overshadow X-Men 97 while the first season was still on. That's why they kept it under wraps and waited till now. But even then, I feel like, if this is what he allegedly did, y'all should have put it out there. You know what I mean? Y'all should have, once the firing happened, y'all should have been like, yo. But then again, maybe they thought that people were going to boycott X-Men 97. They weren't going to watch it if Beau de Mayo was doing this kind of shit there. So I don't know. But even that, even if that was the case personally for me, this is my own personal opinion. I think that if anybody's doing this kind of disgusting, deviant shit, I think that it should be exposed no matter the consequences, no matter how it makes your brand look. I think that they should be exposed, and I think that society should know who these predators, who these disgusting people are, period. That's just my own personal opinion. So I was just kind of like, wow, like when I read that, I was just like, damn, like, Beau, if you allegedly, if you did this, you're really out here like tweeting at fans. You were out here, lollygagging, talking and chitty chatty, and then you also have people like defending you. You know what I mean? I never, if you look back at my thing, I never defended Beau de Mayo. I was just like, you know what? I don't know what happened here. I think that he's a really great creator. I think that he did really well on the show. I wish I knew what happened. So to me, it was a sense of uncertainty on my end. But, you did have people like defending him. You know what I mean? And it's like Beau de Mayo was comfortable and happy with people defending him because I don't know if he thought that Disney was never going to come out with this information or they were ever going to put that out there. Or that, I don't know, like I felt like Beau de Mayo it was the arrogance. Now looking at it from this end, and this is just to say this all this is true, but like the arrogance of it all, the narcissism of it all. It's like you really allegedly did some shit like this, and then now you're out here crying wolf. Now you're out here like, oh, nobody's inviting me to the Emmys, and it's like Disney didn't set it up, and it's like, you out here allegedly sending nude photos and groping people and doing all this extra shit. Are you serious? Are you serious? And it's like you have fans wondering why the hell you got fired. And on top of that, you also have fans saying that, some fans, not all, were saying, oh, Disney's homophobic or Disney doesn't like black people, because they were saying some shit like that too. I noticed some comments like that where people were like really defending him to the sea, like, oh, Disney doesn't like, Disney's homophobic because, like, why would they hire someone then fire them right before the show? Like, there's a whole lot of things going around town. And Beau de Mayo, it had nothing to do with homophobia. You knew it had nothing to do with race or anything like that. You got fired for your alleged disgusting, deviant shit. And you had Disney really out here like being quiet about it while you were poking the bear. Here's also another thing. To me, someone needs to explain this shit to me. And this is how I'm looking at it too. Like when I look at Diddy, I don't know why I thought of Diddy in this situation. Well, then again, his is the most recent, sexual predator stuff that's been out there. I genuinely don't understand how, like, we are literally in the Me Too, time's up, like, oh, let's just expose predators. Let's get them out of here. Let's blast them. we're in that era, like literally, I would say for the past, what, five, maybe a good 5 to 10 years now, it's been maybe 5 to 6, 7, we've been in this era where it's like, we're just exposing anybody that does some like abusive ass shit. And it's like, now in 2024, where you're like, you're at your most high profile, you decide to allegedly do some sexual predator abusive stuff during the Me Too era, when you know, like, most likely now at this point, 99% of the time, you will get exposed. It makes absolutely no sense how y'all are still doing this shit in the public eye. I don't understand. I genuinely don't understand. I mean, Diddy got away with it back in like the 90s and the early 2000s, but the fact that he was still doing it mid 2000s, or now late stage 2000s, where everybody's getting exposed, it's Me Too every day, and it's like y'all are just out here still lollygagging around, still touching people inappropriately without their consent, doing all these extra stuff. And y'all think that these corporations, these people are gonna be out here defending y'all or protecting y'all. Those days are gone. Those days are gone. Y'all really, I don't get it. Someone needs to explain it to me. Like, has the money, has the greed, has the fame gone to these people's head that much that in 2024, mind you, we're in the Me Too era. They think still like, these large corporations, and mind you, don't get me wrong, these large corporations are not innocent. They be covering up for a lot of people, but guess what? They're willing to also have some of their sacrificial lambs. Okay? They're willing to throw a lot of people under the bus too, to save face. So I'm not saying that these corporations are safe, but all I'm saying is, like, especially for you being a Black gay man, why would you think that they'll be out here protecting you like that? Doing times like this. It didn't make sense. The same thing with Diddy. Maybe Diddy thought that he really thought that he was so big enough that he wouldn't be touched. Nobody's gonna ever rat him out, even though these rumors have been out there for a very long time when it comes to him. But now all of a sudden in 2023, 2024, that's when all all the facts wanna come out. I felt like I've been hearing these rumors about Diddy since like I was like in middle school. You know what I mean? I just feel like a lot of y'all, especially sometimes minority, like, Black men and, people of color, y'all think that y'all like these white people, y'all can get away with this kind of stuff. Like, y'all are not like them. Y'all not like them. And they will prove you many, many times that y'all can't commit the same crimes that they do. I don't give a damn how much y'all think that, it's unfair, or they do it too, so we can do it. So no, bitch. That's not how it works. And not to say that this has anything to do with color, because I think that whatever race you are, if you do some shit like this, y'all deserve to go to hell. Goodbye. Get out of my face. Under the jail. And let me just say this too. If he did do this, because obviously we're still talking about allegedly. If he does do this, I hope that whichever assistant that he allegedly groped, whoever he sent those new photos to, hopefully they sue him to fucking death. Now, the way I look at suing now, I look at it as justice too. Hopefully they sue him to death. Hopefully they press charges. Hopefully take him down. Take him down. At this point, you cannot I mean, I don't think, for me personally, I'm ever like deep down inside, I'm ever gonna separate the art from the artist. Because listen, who knows? X-Men 97 season 2, season 3 might come out and it might be bad. Who knows? Or, whatever happens. But I think I'm always going to be like, okay, maybe the first one was probably the best one. Well, we never know. But in this situation, as far as like from a moral standpoint, we cannot separate the art from the artist. We have to, I mean, well, now, technically speaking, we can, because he's no longer hired by Disney. He's not in that realm of things. So maybe we can. I mean, well, more so now we can, but I think that in this situation, he has to face the consequences of his actions. And that bullshit, I'm going to take a break from social media. Nah, you knew that this tea was going to come out. That's why you're going to take a break from social media. You really tried it. I just think that it's crazy that he really thought that he was going to be protected, or he thought that, the optics of it all, Disney firing a black gay man, was going to look bad on them. And it's like, did you not think, or, here's also another thing too. And maybe this is what Beau de Mayo was thinking, and I'm speculating here. I don't know. Maybe Beau de Mayo thought that, let's say, like, he alleged, yeah, like, these things are true, that he did these things, and Disney fired him. I think Beau de Mayo noticed that Disney wasn't coming out straight away with the facts and straight away with what happened. And maybe Beau de Mayo thought that, oh, maybe Disney doesn't want to put out that, like, he allegedly did these disgusting things, because, maybe he thought that people, or like the public, was going to think that, oh, Disney's trying to frame like a gay man into being like a sexual predator, when they tend to paint gay people like that, or gay, people within the LGBT community like that. So maybe they thought that Disney was going to get this backlash, like, oh, y'all always trying to frame gay people in a way of them being like predators, or like, those kind of, and this is just me I don't know, I'm just making my own conspiracy thing. That's why I think that maybe Beau de Mayo was so comfortable, like, tweeting with fans or poking the bear with Marvel Studios. I don't know. I think that he thought that this tea was never going to come out. But here's also another thing too. I think that Disney needs to come away with this. I actually think that they need to stop hiring people that's within like the sex industry. And there's no and I know this might be controversial to say, they need to stop with this whole like hiring people from OnlyFans, because he does do OnlyFans. Stop hiring people from OnlyFans. Stop hiring people that be doing on some like sexual stuff. Like, it's like, y'all need to be vetting these people. Vet them. Like, stop. Like, y'all need to go back to the days where y'all had the squeaky clean image of like, you can't be out here having a bad reputation if you're gonna be working with Disney. And I think that that's how they need to operate. Like, you couldn't say back then that Miley Cyrus or Selena Gomez or whoever, whatever, was gonna be out here on OnlyFans while still playing freaking Alex. What's her name? Alex Thingy and Hannah Montana. No, ma'am. I just think that, from now on, they got to be vetting. They have to vet well. Maybe this might end up. Shoot, they're like, you people are acting way too crazy. We might have to implement AI, because this is what happens when we try to hire you fuckers to come in here and work for us, and y'all doing some deviant shit. I don't know. Anyway, y'all, that's just my thoughts on that. Unless there's some new news coming out, or Disney's gonna end up putting it all out there, putting the alleged victims out there about what happened. But this might be my last time talking about this. But if they do end up putting the victims out there, I'm obviously gonna do another video. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, y'all guys tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. How do you guys feel about this news? How do y'all guys feel about my conspiracy theories? Me speculating about this whole situation. But yeah, let's get up to 900 subscribers. The goal is to get up to 1,000. I thank y'all so much, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.